What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the rants, guys. All 5 minutes of them. Or all 5 minutes of this one. So, welcome back. Well, guys, I want to talk about and really cover today. I want to talk about shipping things and moving faster. Andrew and I just had a conversation about this, and we are both thinkers, right? Him and I are thinkers. We have to think a lot. We analyze. It's part of who we are, but naturally, both of us. And what we talked about today was the goal is really speed to ship. And here's why. Because the faster you ship, the faster you begin to execute and do something, the quicker you're going to understand what you need to do, the faster you're going to be able to move forward, and the more clear things become more quickly. And what happens is we get lost in trying to figure out all the details oftentimes, right? And if you are new in business and you're new in things, right, you need speed, because here's the thing is, depending on how you start, whether you've got a lot of funding and backing or whether you are small and it's just you and maybe one other person helping you, right? You need speed to understand and figure out what works and what doesn't. You need speed in order to actually avoid pitfalls down the road. Speed in terms of, oh, this is what works in the offering, this is what doesn't. And the way that you learn that is repetition, right? Repetition of doing the task, repetition of performing the service, repetition of making the product, repetition, all of these things. And the longer you sit to think about that, the less repetitions you're going to have under your belt, the less that you're going to move, right? Business normally moves at walking speed. It does not move super quick. Even when you are fast, it does not get up and run. The cycles of business take longer. It involves more people. It involves a lot more intricacies and pieces versus you just deciding to do something on your own, right? Because you're affecting way more people and individuals outside yourself. One, within the company, and then two, all the people that the company affects as well. And as a result, it's slow. And so here's the thing, you need speed to do whatever you're going to do. So if, let's just say you want to open up a design firm, right? You need to then begin designing, you need to begin selling, and then you need to begin designing for clients and figuring out what works and what doesn't. You need to have that iteration process. And why do people hire me? Why do people fire me, right? You need to get fired. You need to learn why you get fired. It's a great experience. You need to learn why you should fire a client. That's a real thing too, right? Or if you are making a product, you need to have the iterations out there for a product. Okay, awesome. How fast can I get this to market to sell to see if people actually want it, right? You don't just need quality out the wazoo. Right? Quality is important, and there's a direct correlation to successful businesses who focus on quality over lowering their price. There's correlations to all that. And I can talk about that later, but it's very important that when you're first starting out or when you are beginning a new venture, speed. You just want to ship the sucker. You want to find out what breaks and what doesn't work as soon as possible. Come back, fix, repair, repeat. And I say this a lot, but it's think, try, fail, learn, grow, repeat. Over and over. That's life. Think, try, fail, learn, grow, repeat. If you look at any time you've learned something in your life, it's gone in that process and in that order. And in business, if you can ship things faster, you are going to learn faster. And if you learn faster, you will succeed faster, right? Because in my opinion, there is no such thing as learning without implementation. If you are learning, you're implementing, right? Whatever has been gathered. Knowledge is just knowledge, right? Learning to me has an activity associated with it, an action associated with it. Because when you learn, you have changed patterns in your life because you've learned not to do something, right? Andrew and I have changed things like in the company, in the business, we've changed things personally because there's been a learning aspect and there's been actual action-based movement taken in the company and in the business because of things that we have learned. Knowledge is, oh, cool, I know about that. Like I know about the moon, I know about the sun, but there's no action taken on those things. So if you take that and then start applying it everywhere to where your goal is to learn, in other words, gather information, make it actionable, and take steps to improve within the company, you'll move much faster and you'll figure out, and here's the other thing, take risks. Don't take a risk that's going to put you in the hole, but do something that's risky. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. Cool. That's probably what you should be doing. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if that's a good idea. If you're playing it safe and trying to protect yourself, you're not going to succeed long term. And I'm not talking about being stupid. Like, you don't want to go out and borrow $10 million and go into that hole, right? Or you don't want to spend all your cash reserves on one thing. But if you look, there's a direct correlation to playing it safe and being risky and learning from that with actually having a successful company or life. Anyways, I'm way over, guys. So I'll catch you later. Peace.